Hey everyone, today we're going to compare two popular backpacking stoves, the Soto Windmaster and the MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe. These are two lightweight, minimalist canister stoves that can save weight in your pack. It can be really hard to decide between the two, but hopefully by the end of this video, you'll know which one is right for you. If you're new to the channel, my name's Roxy. I'm part of the Adventure Junkies team. We help people like you choose the right gear to get outdoors. If you want to learn more, go ahead and visit our website, www.theadventurejunkies.com. Alright, let's get to what you really came for, the Soto Windmaster versus the MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe. If you're interested in learning about one or both of these stoves, go ahead and click the link in the description and it'll take you to a full review of each stove. Let's go ahead and take them out of their pack so we can compare the burners, how they look. They're actually pretty similar stoves, but there are a few key differences that we'll talk about in this review. The Windmaster retails for $64.99 and the MSR Pocket Rocket retails for $79.99, so the Windmaster wins in this category. It's just a little bit cheaper. So both of these canister stoves have concave burner units, which means they are more protected from the wind, so the wind blows and the flame is sitting down inside there. They also both have singular burning units. It's just this one area where the flame comes out to heat the pot or boil your water. And they also both have piezo igniters, and they're built a little bit differently, and one works way better than the other, but we will get into that a little bit further on. So they also both take isobutane fuel. I have a few here in different sizes, and they have fuel regulators in them, so they function well at high altitude or colder temperatures. They are close in weight and size and price. So let's sort of figure out how these two stoves differ. There's both folded out here. So I have the Soto Windmaster in my right hand on this side and the MSR in my left hand, so I'll hold them up as I'm speaking about them. This Windmaster weighs 3 ounces, which is 87 grams. And the MSR Pocket Rocket weighs 2.9 ounces, which is 83 grams. So very similar in weight. If you're counting grams, you might notice a difference, but otherwise I don't think you're going to tell a difference between these two stoves in your pack. They also pack down very similarly, so size won't really be a difference between these two either. There is a difference in how these two pack down. I'm going to put these down over here till we need them. There's a difference in how these two pack down. This Soto Windmaster is actually 2 pieces, so these fold in here, and then you squeeze, and this comes off the side. There we go. Okay, so we've got 2 separate pieces to pack down. About this size. And then this is all one contained unit. So it does feel a little less clunky to pack down. Instead of having 2 pieces on the Soto Windmaster, you just have to worry about 1 on the MSR. Both of these stoves come with these beautiful stuff sacks. The MSR one is a little smaller, you can see in size, and it also feels a little bit more durable. It's made of more of a heavier canvas material, while this is a nylon or a polyester type thing. And size-wise, you can see the Soto is just a little bit bigger than the MSR. So the burners on these are practically the same size. I can fit the Soto inside the MSR, but only slightly. So I would call those about the same size. Where they do differ is these pot holders. On the Soto, you have a much bigger area when these flip out. So flip all these guys out. So that means same size burner, but you can put bigger pots on it. So you can see a little comparison here, Soto versus MSR. Soto has 4 pot supports versus MSR's 3, and they are slightly larger, so you will get a little bit more stability. You can see the Soto coming out bigger than the MSR. So have a little bit of stability there. For different pot uses, you could probably use a bigger pot and boil more water if you have a bigger pot on there. So both of these stoves are designed to be used in similar situations. I wouldn't say one or the other has an advantage in windy or cold They both have those fuel regulators that help make it a 4-season stove instead of just 3 seasons. But we are going to do a demo to really see who has the faster boil times. So we're going to demo both in windy conditions and inside to really get a baseline boil time. We are at 8,000 feet altitude, so we're going to get a little bit, probably a longer boil time than we would if we were at sea level. But we will get both those conditions and see how we do. Let's light these two up and check out simmerability, noise level, all that good stuff. They both have igniters. I do have a lighter here just in case we have any issues. Hopefully they'll both just light up right away. I'm gonna go full blast. So this has been happening with the Soto. There it goes. But that took quite a few clicks. All right, we're gonna go full blast on the MSR. And we're up. So the MSR was much easier to light. Let's turn, see how we can get a good simmer on the MSR. Yep. So we can see they both function pretty well at very low levels, which will mean you can do a nice simmer, which means you have the ability to cook way more. You can do eggs and not just have them burn to the bottom instead of just a straight up boil. So I'm gonna turn one up and turn the other up so we can see the noise level. All right, so here is just the Soto. We can listen for a bit. I wanna say that's too loud. It's definitely, you can talk over it. And let's hear the Windmaster. A little louder, very slightly, but just a little bit. All right, now we're gonna check out, this is just a 1 liter pot. So for this pot, the holders for the Soto go all the way out to the edges of the pot, and then when you put it on the MSR, we do have some space in between. I would say the Soto is just a little bit more stable with this 1 liter pot. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button so more people like you can find it. Let's get to a boil test. Alright, so we're back from our boil tests, and then it's some interesting stuff we've got with these two canister stoves. Outside in windy conditions at 8,000 feet, the MSR boiled 2 cups of water in 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Outside in windy conditions at 8,000 feet, 2 cups of water for the Soto Windmaster was 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So they are very similar on that front. And then when we went inside, the MSR boiled water in 1 minute and 40 seconds, and the Soto boiled water in 1 minute and 50 seconds. So a 10-second delay there with the Soto versus the MSR. I would call that a wash. These stoves seem very similar in their capabilities for boiling, both in windy, cold, and just perfect conditions, which we would call inside. So very similar across the board. The Soto is just slightly more powerful than the MSR. It puts out 11,000 BTUs, and with this size, an 8-ounce isobutane canister, it'll burn for an hour and a half. Whereas the MSR is 10,400 BTUs, and it'll burn for 1 hour with this size canister. So there's a little bit of a difference there. You're gonna get more burn time with the Soto over the MSR. So just in conclusion here, we have sort of this like battle between these two stoves because they both have benefits and are very similar in a lot of ways. But the MSR boiled water just a teensy bit faster in both of our tests, both inside and outside with wind in cooler temperatures at 8,000 feet. On the flip side, the Soto is cheaper, by about $15. So if you are really counting dollars, then the Soto is the one for you. If you're counting grams, then the Pocket Rocket Deluxe here is very slightly lighter, by just so slightly fewer grams, like 0.1, very slightly lighter. We do think it packs down a little nicer, and it's one piece, so you aren't going to lose anything. You're not going to get to the campsite and realize that you forgot this piece and you have to cook directly on the burner. In my personal opinion, it's really hard. While the Soto does have really nice stability and that going for it, the MSR boils a little bit faster, it packs down smaller, and it just seems to be a little bit of a more reliable stove. This one I was having trouble lighting. And I don't want to get to my campsite and have this happen. So, personally, right, well, the MSR is just reliable. Come on, Soto. Come on. All right, well, there you have it. The Soto Windmaster versus the MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe. Hey everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have ever wasted money on gear in the past or just don't know what gear to buy, I really want to recommend this book. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Hiking Gear, and it has breakdowns and explanations of all the gear you'll need to get safely outside. It's organized into gender, size, weight, what type of hike you'll need it for, and it's really helpful for any beginner out there, or even someone who's more advanced but wants more suggestions on how to enjoy your time outside. You can buy it at Amazon, and it's available in both paperback and Kindle. Go ahead and click the link below in the description and check it out.